Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mamta's Spiritual Readings. This is a tarot reading channel. Now I'm going to do a reading for the star sign Taurus for the month of September 2021. Usually I begin with the Signifactor card which I take from the Angels Tarot deck and I do a 5-card reading. This time around I have a gift for you people. I'm going to do extra 2 cards, one from Gita's Wisdom deck and the other one is the Unicorn card. In these cards you get to know your key messages. The Unicorn card is all about what's the key messages from your spiritual guide, and the Gita's card let you know how to deal with a particular situation. Now when we talk about Gita's Wisdom deck, it actually contains the lot of Gyan, the wisdom that Lord Krishna gave to Arjun during the Mahabharata. So these 2 cards I'll take in the end. I would be using these cards to sum up the reading and what you should behave as and with God's instructions. Likewise, the Angels Tarot deck, when I begin with the Signifactor card, it gives you the key essence of how overall your month would be. So let's begin with the Signifactor card. We have got the Emperor for Taurus for the month of September, and the message that we have from the Emperor is organization and logic, structure, discipline, leadership. Now the Emperor is a person who is quite experienced, knowledgeable, learned, and he knows his subject very well. He knows what all kind of peoples are housed where, when to make use of which resources, and in certain scenarios whom to avoid or whom to confront. So this is the Emperor. It's the energy. So what I understand from this is this kind of experience, this kind of knowledge is going to be very useful for different kind of scenarios that you would be facing in the month of September. The first card that I got for you with Neo Past is the King of Wands. The King of Wands signifies a person who's doing well in his job. The Wands is more related to your career. You're well settled career-wise. You're doing well. People respect you. They recognize you for your skill sets. And you're fairly happy with that. The current energy or something new that might happen in the month of September is you might get a new offering. When you're talking about, when I say that probably professionally or economically you're doing well, and you may come across certain new proposals in business, or you may get some new opportunities into the career, or some people who are single there and looking for company, yes, you might also receive some new proposals or new interest in your life in the month of September. What is happening is that probably you seem to be still missing someone from your past. Now this is a 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups, the 3 cups are spilled. They are spilled down. But you can still see that there are 2 cups upright. And it may have something still in there. But what so happens is that this person, though he might be very physically sound, though he might appear to be very sturdy to the outside world, the world doesn't see that. He's still probably grieving inside. He's still probably pining up for someone. So what happens is, since you are missing someone, since you are unhappy, or certain relations in the past did not go the way you wanted them to go, you might tend to neglect the new offer coming your way. Or the message here is that it's time that you stopped crying over spilled milk. It's time that you start appreciating that is still upright for you. It's time that you start appreciating people who are still around you, rather than grieving over people who are not there, rather agonizing over situations which did not go according to your situation. You need to move on. So Taurus, I get the sense that you're well settled, you have good foundations professionally, socially, but you are hurting somewhere deep inside, and that hurt needs to be cured by the love of the lady who is currently around you. You need to be focusing on the energy that you have around you. You need to appreciate the relationships that you have around you, because this is an Empress energy. Empress energy is a lady who is happy, who owns the house, who's got all the resources at her disposal, and this also means pregnancy. For those people who are trying for a baby for a long time, who were not successful, it could also means a pregnancy is around. So for people who are grieving over their past, they need to stop doing that. They need to start living in the present and appreciate the relationships or the people still standing with you, value them. Because it seems that you are still carrying the workload or the burden of pain, guilt, or a lot of responsibility since a long time. And with the 10 of Wands, I would say that whatever heavy load that you are facing, it could be emotionally, it could be work-wise in your office, or it could be actual physical work that you might be doing for your loved ones around, for your family around, because you are working very hard. The struggle phase is coming to its end. Very soon this struggle phase, this overbearing will come to an end. Now I would like to clarify the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. Let me know what the messages is or what the clarifying is. And probably this situation, the month of September, is going to be a bit roller coaster ride for you because of the emotional factor, not as per the work wise or career wise. Here you need to make use of your own wisdom. Here you need to act more matured. You're not a kid anymore, and that's the reason we have this Emperor card for you. You need to use logic out here. You need to start making a plan how to deal with the situation, and probably you require to take tough decisions that it's time to move on and appreciate what we have in hand right now. So when I clarify the Ace of Cups, when I'm trying to clarify the 5 of Cups, the card that I get is 4 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Pentacles, the key message from the 4 of Pentacles is being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. Now, you just have to be cautious again that probably you're not enjoying what is around you because you still fear something, that what if the same thing happens to me again? What if what I experienced in the past repeats itself? And that's the reason you're not enjoying what is being given out to you there, or what is still there with you. So try to have some lighter heart. If you feel very heavy, if you feel very pained, try to do some good deeds around. Try to help some other people in need. Try to do some daan to needy people or poor people, so that you get some feeling of goodness in you, some feeling of well-being inside you. When we clarify the card 10 of Wands, the card that I get is Page of Air, which is Page of Swords, and the key message from this card is challenging information, delays or change to plans, truth delivered without tact. So what happens here is, again, you probably are finding it very difficult to deal with this situation. Emotionally, you are not there in the present. Emotionally, you are not appreciating the relationships or the offer or the standing that you have in your business. You are not appreciating it, and that is being too childish. I would rather say, just because you're not ready to accept what you have in your present scenario, you're acting very childish, and it's not being wise of you. It's definitely not being wise of you. If I have to take the key messages from the unicorn cards, the message that I have got is perspective. Perspective means you need to view the situation from a different angle. If you get too involved in the current scenario, I'm supposed to do this, how can I do this, how will this happen, how is my past going to affect my present, or will it happen again? If you're asking these questions, this will never lead you anywhere. You need to remove yourself from the situation and try to look at it from a third person. Try to think of any person whom you have respected or whom you have looked up in your life, and try to relate how would that person have handled this. When we talk about Emperor, I'm coming back to the Angel's card here. Angel, Emperor also relates to your fatherly figure. It could be your father, it could be big brother, or a person whom you give respect and would love to follow their guidance and advice. So try to imagine how would this person be dealing with the same scenarios that you're currently facing. So you need to have a change of perspective out here. The message is, imagine your situation from a higher perspective. Just don't be involved from the doer level. Try to see how your actions are impacting everyone and how is this going to help you in the long run. So this is the key message, and I feel that this very much is related to the 5-card spread that I got out here. I'll come down to the wisdom that I have from Gita. Let's see what the Gita has to say. The card that I got from Gita is, shows Lord Krishna here being worshipped by a priest or a sadhu, and all Lords Brahma ji, Shiv ji and Ganpati ji are there in the audience out there. So the message that I get from this card is, the Brahman's work is born of his nature and qualities: peacefulness, self-control, forgiveness, honesty, learning, wisdom, and a firm faith in the Supreme Lord. So what it says here is, we usually respect the Brahmins people. We usually call these people upon to do the auspicious activities of our house. Why? Not just because they perform puja. Brahmins are also known to have certain qualities, and that's the reason they are considered pious. That's the reason they're allowed to do activities which is held in high regards. Why? Because they are supposed to be peaceful. They are well control of all their ichhas, well control of their anger issues. They know how to forgive people. They don't hold any grudges, or they don't have the feeling of revenge. They are honest. They are not cheating people. They try to give the best directions to people, best advice to the people. They are learned. They are wise people. And then they have firm faith in Supreme Lord. So what I'm trying to say is, a Brahmin is not recognized because he does puja. A Brahmin is not recognized such because he was born into that family. A Brahmin is recognized because all the qualities and the knowledge and the learning that he has with him and that he gives out to the society. So if I have to relate it to your situation, what needs to be done is, don't be bogged down by the current scenarios or the current overbearing situations around you. You need to prove yourself better by showing these good qualities, thinking less of yourself and thinking how it's impacting the family and the society around you. And try to be open with people around. Try to be honest around. And try to forgive if you're hurting. The best way, one of the teachings of Lord Buddha, one of the teachings that we get from spirits is, you can't move in your life if you don't forget and forgive people. So this is a mantra. This is a basic mantra to your happiness. So Taurus, if you want to enjoy the scenarios, you do have a possibility of enjoying a good time with your near ones, provided you can pull yourself from the situation and look at all the situations from a higher perspective. I hope it relates to you. If in case you need more clarity, you feel like having more personal reading, please do reach out to me at the details given below. I hope this session was very helpful to you, and we will meet again in the next session. Till then, Shabba Khair, good night, bye-bye.